I think Jason Williams, when he finishes his NBA career, you'll see him appearing twice nightly at the Comedy Loft on Friday and Saturday nights. There you see the leading scorers. Allen Houston with 11 again. He averaged 24 per game against the Heat in the regular season. The Knicks need a huge game from Allen Houston. Johnson, the deflection. And Knicks starting to pick it up defensively. Starks, that's a three. John Starks from downtown. A 9-0 run by the Knicks. Starks with 11, and it's a 4-point Heat lead.
A big factor had to be for John Starks, who slumped mightily in the last month of the season, but getting off to a good start in game one with a few layups. Now those jumpers have come a little bit easier, but he's being extra aggressive and looking for his shot.
Everybody working overtime here. Hustle by both teams. Hardaway kicks it out. Keith Askins hits the bottom of the rim, and Starks coming away. Houston set up. Leonard runs out. Allen Houston from downtown. 4 straight threes by the Knicks, and it's a 1-point game. A 12-0 run, all from downtown. Leonard, pretty pass, and Brown and a foul. Cummings didn't foul him hard enough. There's a way to stop the layup, and P.J. Brown with a chance for the traditional three-point play.
Well, a lot of the success that the Knicks had this year after Patrick Ewing went down, a big part of it was John Starks coming off the bench to give some punch, to give some life to this team with his scoring. John looking for his own shot, but found Allen Houston there as the Knicks getting into the three-point party with the Miami.
Houston drives hard, draws the foul, won't go, but he'll go back to the line for 2 more as Keith Askins picks up his 3rd foul.
First in the last 2 minutes.
Game 2 here in Miami. And of course, we've got a triple header coming up. Portland and the Lakers. Blazers played so well in game 1 but fell short. That's coming up next after this game. And then Michael Jordan and the Bulls also receiving a scare at home in game 1, despite Keith Van Horn not playing a lot. See Chris Childs back from the locker room with the rib injury earlier.
Yeah, I guess who ducked into that broom closet or phone booth or whatever, had the cape flying with the Bulls on the ropes. Michael coming up with a huge steal, and then the block by Scottie Pippen. It served, I'm sure, as a wake-up call for the Chicago Bulls. They'll be much more in tune today, ready for New Jersey.
Perhaps a bit ornery after the close call. Hardaway. Starks gets the rebound, lost it momentarily, but Childs picks it up. Feed down low, Larry Johnson. Johnson, it's good, and a foul. Larry Johnson again with a chance for a 3-point play as the Knicks are fired up. They've regained the lead after trailing by 14 earlier in the period.
Well, at this point, the question has been answered as to how Allen Houston will come back from the 5 for 18 game 1. He has looked for his shot, found it, knocking down some 3-pointers. But the other question about Allen Houston is, can he make his teammates better? Can he draw defense and find open people? Well, he did right there, but just his first assist of the game. It's really not in Allen Houston's makeup to be a Grant Hill type of player, to draw the defense and kick to open people. He has played off the ball so much of his career. It's going to be a tough transformation for him, but that's what goes with being the best player on the team right now, and that's what he is with Patrick Ewing on the bench in street clothes.
Remember, Houston overcame a wrist injury earlier. He was playing poorly the first couple of months of the season. Shouldn't say poorly, but struggling. But every month he's gotten better, and he's become an aggressive leader, calling for the ball at crunch time. Johnson hitting the free throw. Knicks with a 2-point advantage. Hardaway with the drive. Mourning the tip and the follow. Terrific second effort from Alonzo Mourning.
Well, what Terry Cummings is trying to do, and it's what he should be doing because he does not have a lot of lift in his legs, just trying to keep a body on Mourning, keep him off the glass, and then somebody else for the Knicks has to clean up on the boards.
Little over a second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson working against Mashburn. 3 on the 24. Cummings. And a 24-second violation.
24-second violation.
They'll put a little more time up on the clock. 2.2 remaining for the Heat to go three-quarters court. Pat Riley's going to use his 22nd timeout right now and set up a final play. Riley's team leading by 14 earlier in the period, and the Knicks on a 17-4 run in just a little under 4 minutes. And this is more of the score that most anticipated coming in, because if you look at the season series, Matt, it does not get much closer than that.
But I don't think, Mike, too many people expected any kind of high scoring in a playoff setting. I think a lot of people expected this maybe to have a number of games in the 70s. So this is really an offensive onslaught for these two ball clubs, despite the fact that Miami was able to score 94 in game one on the strength of all that three-point shooting. But I'm sure both coaches are going to be a little upset with the defensive aspects of their game at halftime. And we'll try to make those adjustments.
See Marley again hobbling over Anthony Bowie, who checked in just a short time ago. Mourning trying to get free. Mourning fires it up. And there's the buzzer, ending the first half. Deshaun Leonard off to the great start. 21 points, including 3 of 6 from downtown. Allen Houston came on fire in the second quarter. Houston with 16. John Starks also a huge key for the Knicks. He at 11. And Alonzo Mourning a factor for Pat Riley. The Heat leading 1-0 in this best-of-5 series. Knicks trying to even it up. We're tied at 50 at halftime. Stay tuned for the Prudential Halftime Report. Right after these messages, the NBA on NBC.